Good morning to everyone. My name is Selvakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Naval Architecture. Today we are going to discuss about the trim and longitudinal stability. So what is meant by trim? Trim is reference to the difference between the draft between forward and after stern of the ship. It expresses the trim, after draft and forward draft. So a ship is said to be a trimming, a stern of the after draft is greater than the forward draft. So change of the trim. So change of the trim is the changes the weight is added, removed of the shiplet along the longitudinal axis. There is the four types: loading and unloading cargo fuels, ballasting and deballasting operation, consumption of the fuels, water or the storage, and external force such as the wind and wave force. So longitudinal of the transverse stability of is metacentric radius. So trim is also known as the longitudinal stability. It is measured the difference between the draft forward and backward. If difference is a zero, then is the even the keel. The forward draft is greater than the backward draft when the vessel is trimmed by the below. There is a law of flotation will be there. Center of buoyancy and center of gravity. Now we are going to discuss about the momentum of the to change of 1 centimeter. The amount of the moment force applied at the distance required the difference between the draft between the bow and stern just 1 centimeter. This value is usually calculated using the formula MCT is equal to the 1 centimeter into W into GML divided by 100L. So where W is ship displacement in a tons. Displacement is nothing but the total weight of the ship, light weight and dead weight. GML is nothing but the longitudinal metacentric height in a meters, where L is the length of the ship. So what are the factors affecting the trim and stability? The trim and stability is critical asset of the floating structure. Example, ships and offshore platforms that influence the safety and operation efficiencies. So what are the factors means? First factor is weight distribution. Weight distribution is improper placement of the cargo, ballast, fuel and cause the uneven trim. Bow up and bow down. Fuel and ballast consumption. As a fuel of the ballast water is used to the weight of the trimming. And another is loading and offloading. Unequally loading or unloading of the cargo can alter the trim, especially is more weight of the placed at one end. So all form of design we should make. A ship of the buoyancy characteristics influence the how a vessel trim is a different loading condition. So factors affecting the stabilities. So what are the factors affecting the stability means? There is a center of gravity and metacentric height. How the center of gravity is affected means the higher G reduce the stability means while the lower G is improve it. A metacentric height, the higher GM is improves stability means but can lead the rolling. And necessary measure to preserve the trim and stabilities. Maintain a trim and stability is essential for the safeties of the vessel of the offshore structure. Measure to maintain a trim longitudinal. Proper weight distribution should be there. Load and cargo evenly. Distribute the cargo properly along with the length of the ship. Adjust the ballast tank. Use the ballast water to concentrate uneven weight distribution. Monitoring the fuel consumption. Maintain a fuel vessel strategic to prevent it. Trim optimizing during the voyage. How we can optimize during the voyage means use the trim tables for the software. Help the adjust ballast of the optimatical trim settings. Regular draft survey. Ensure the vessel remains within the required trim limits. Avoid the excess of the trim. Reduce the resistance. Improve the fuel efficiencies and enhance the maneuverabilities. And next topics we are going to discuss about measures to maintain a transverse stability. How we measure the transverse stability means control the center of gravity and metacentric height. Keep the center of gravity low means the store heavy cargo or machineries at the lowest possible keel and even the cargo shifting. Secure the cargo is properly, avoid the sudden weight distributions. Ensure the sufficient GM is proper of the and reducing the free surface effect. A large liquid of the surface in a tanks reduce the stability due to the operational and regulatory measures. So use the stabilities, load line conditions and regulation for the guidelines of the safe loading and crew members training awareness, educate the crews on the proper weight management and emergency the stability of the measures. So I finish up these topics. Next topics we'll discuss about briefly about the transverse stability.